Smell good. In this video, I will give you the answers to your questions. Why non-wrestling women can't afford to be picky. I've been watching that girl, the Filipino P, right? And she was going around interviewing a lot of females in the Philippines. And she was she was asking them chicks, so what do you look for in a man? Does he have to be tall, good looking? What type of race does he have to be? One of them chicks was like, well, I welcome all races. This chick was a 7 in looks. Well, of course, she welcomes all races because she's trying to get out of poverty. A lot of them females are impoverished. I ain't gonna lie, man. The women in Thailand and in the Philippines, especially the Philippines, women are impoverished and they need a foreigner to come out of nowhere to the rescue. Because let me tell you, the men there, the average men in the Philippines, the average men in Thailand, they don't make that much, so they can't like provide the lifestyle that these foreigners can provide. That's why a lot of them like um that's why them non-Western men, they don't like you coming into the country because they gotta compete with you for the women. Don't get me wrong, they're not like hostile towards you violently, but they just don't like you coming in, you know, with resources, right? Coming into the country with resources, getting the best of the best women or getting the women that you desire. Because let's just face it, there's not enough like men with resources in the Philippines to go around for every single woman. And there's a lot of women in the Philippines, okay? It's like you're basically 10 to 1 out there. Think about it. Out here, this shit is in reverse. There's too many men to compete with out here in the West. It's in reverse. Out there, it's too many women to compete for them. It's the opposite out there in non-Western countries like the Philippines, Thailand, even all the way to Brazil. There's not enough dudes with resources up out there. That's why they love foreigners when they come out there. Foreigners, foreigners are generous, man. Foreign men are generous. They go out there, they spend that money in Thailand, and a lot of the women they see these foreign men spend that money on these women, and they want a part of that, man. Unfortunately, there's not enough men to go around. There's not enough men with resources to go around in Thailand or in the Philippines. There's not. Now there are some foreigners out there in the Philippines. There are. Not enough to go around for every single woman out there, though. There are some foreigners in Thailand, but not enough to go around for every single woman. That's why when you go out there, there's a whole lot of leftover females out there, and they gravitating toward you. So they basically throw themselves at you. They do, especially if you got a little bit of looks and a little bit of money. Like if like me, if you some big buff black dude walking around with resources, they're gonna gravitate towards you. They're gonna throw themselves at you. That's why a lot of guys get caught up in the honey trap. That's why it's so easy to get caught up in the honey trap. Because them single mothers, let me tell you, bro, them single mothers in Thailand, woo, my God, MK all day, Janet Jackson all day, Jennifer Lopez all day. That's why I say you gotta be careful with the honey trap. Don't get caught up. The older guys are a lot easier to get. You know, the older guys are a lot easier to get caught up in the honey trap because they're sexually frustrated and sexually starved in the West. When they come out there, they don't know how to act around beautiful women. They don't. And you not knowing, like, yeah, I'm about to get me some pussy. I'm about to hit it and all the other stuff. But you don't know that she set that honey trap for you, and now you're hooked on the pussy like drugs. Okay, she done gave you some of that bomb ass lickety lickety head. You know how they be licking your dick while they sucking it. She done gave you some bomb head. She done gave you some bomb putang, and now you ready to marry this broad and put a ring on it. You going out there to have a good time, and before you know it, this single mother that's a leftover female just throws herself at you, and you can't say no. You like, man, how did I get caught up with you? That's why I say be aware of the honey trap. Be aware. You think these females can afford to be picky out there with the lack of men with resources out there? You think they're gonna afford to be like, nah, he's too skinny, nah, he's too fat, nah. It's only in the West where women can afford to be picky because there's a lot of men with resources all around here. I'm telling you. America is at the top of the food chain when it comes to men with resources. It is. The women in the West, they got access to men with good jobs, access to Chad and Tyrone, access to a lot of men with resources. That's why it's so hard for a lot of men to get laid in America because of the competition, bro. Let me tell you, once them dating apps was invented, it was a whole new ball game. I started noticing that a lot of women they started becoming more picky and shit. I remember 2000 was like Armageddon for the dating game here in America, man. You know what I'm saying? 2012 was like the 2012 was like Armageddon for the dating game up out here, man. And when you think about it, let me tell you something. And when you think about it, it's just gonna get worse. The dating game in America will continue to get worse as long as nobody's stepping up and doing something. You see what I'm saying? That's why a lot of us we gotta take action, man. You see what I'm saying? A lot of us gotta take action. If we don't take action, man, we gonna go down with this sinking boat. Right now, America is a sinking boat. That's why every single man gotta save himself, man. Gotta save yourself. Because if you stay here, I'm afraid you're gonna go down with the boat, man. With the violins and everything sinking. It'll be like the Titanic. That's how America is. America's like the Titanic, man. It's sinking. You gotta get off this motherfucker, man. Fuck the women and children first. Save yourself first, man. You know that movie, the Titanic, when it was sinking, when they hit them icebergs on that boat, and it was sinking, okay, and they was trying to get the women and children first. Nah, damn that. You save yourself first before anybody. Nah, fuck the women and children. I'm I'm getting off this boat first. But in the West, I mean, in non-Western countries, women can't be like, oh, he's too ugly, oh, he's too fat, oh, he's too old. They can't be like that, man, because of the lack of men with resources. I don't care what none of y'all say. The Philippines is a third world country, bro. Maybe not Thailand, but the Philippines is a third world country, bro. There's a lot of females. They're in desperate need out there. They're in desperate need for resources. They live poor out there, man. You see some of them province girls that live out there, and they live in the province. Man, we talking about the plumbing's all jacked up. The electricity ain't all that. The internet is slow. You see what I'm saying? You seen some of how them females live out there? You think they can deserve to be picky? If you're living in poverty, do you think you can deserve to be picky? No. If you're living in poverty, you can't. I mean, you can't afford to be picky. It don't matter who comes along. It could be Joe Schmo. It could be a fat dude. It could be a short dude. It could be a tall dude. It could be a black dude. It could be a white dude. Anybody comes along, they saving you from your impoverished area. That's why a lot of them females, they can't afford to be out there like that, talking about, oh, he too short, he too small, he too ugly, he too tall, he too black, he too light skinned. They can't be out there discriminating when you're in poverty. You looking for you know, the dude that's gonna get you out of poverty. And if the guy happens to be blind, disabled, you gotta get on that boat. Hey, it's a boat, right? Like for example, if you're stuck at sea, right? If you're stuck on the island, right? And you're desperate, you want water, you need food and shit, right? And all of a sudden, this raggedy, stomped down boat comes out of nowhere to rescue your ass, right? It's raggedy, it's beat up, right? But it's still floating, it still works, right? You can't be like, damn, this boat is all fucked up. I don't want to get on this boat. Fuck this boat. Hell no, man. You're going to get on that motherfucker and you're going to ride until you get to safety, right? You can't be like, man, your boat is all jacked up, homie. I can't get on it. I'm sorry. I'll catch the next one. Bruh, you ain't seen a boat within like 2 or 3 days. You're dying of thirst. You're dying of starvation, right? You can't just be like, man, forget your boat F your boat. I'm gonna catch the next one. Nah, that's you in the middle of nowhere, thirsty, hungry. You gonna get on that boat. And that's how it is for them females out there, man. They gonna get on the first boat smoking. Well, I can't say smoking because it'll be going down. The first boat that comes along, they gonna get on it. They gotta get on it. They got no choice. It's it's a savior. It's saving from your situation. It don't matter. It don't matter. See what I'm saying? So they can't afford to be picky. They can't afford to be picky and choosy for that reason. Just not enough men with resources to go around. Think about it. David Campbell. Come on, bro. The guy's like 60 something years old, can't walk. He's disabled, gray hairs all over the place. The guy's like a one in looks, or maybe a two. You think that would fly? The relationship between him and her would go down here in America? No, it wasn't. I mean, no, it won't. The chick that Davis with, the chick that David Campbell's with, right? The chick that he's with, you know, she to me she's a four, but at the same time, right? At the same time, if she was here, she wouldn't even look at David at all. That's how we know it's a fake relationship. That's why I say some of you guys got to stay inside your lane when it comes to looks when you go to these countries. Stop trying to date women who are way above your league. You're going to get your feelings hurt and your money took. I'm telling you. You see what I'm saying? You can't afford to take these women. I mean, you can't afford to get your feelings hurt up out there, man. You gotta stay inside your league, stay inside your lane. You know. But these women, let me tell you, they're not gonna enjoy that just because they're desperate for somebody to help them out of the situation. It doesn't mean that they're gonna enjoy the ride, right? It could be some big old fat balding guy, guy like 60 some years old that they gotta have sex with every now and then just to keep the bills paid, to keep food in her stomach, to keep a roof over her head. She gotta sleep with some old, dusty, balding, fat guy. You see what I'm saying? Just to help her family out. You see what I'm saying? David Campbell, let me tell you, the dude pays, man. He paid like he wait. He's paying for that female to be around. And why would I say this? You're asking Kelcat, why would you say this? Because it wouldn't fly here in America. He would struggle to get a girl like her here in the States, bro. Come on, let's keep this a buck. David Campbell, he would struggle to get what's her name, bro? You see what I'm saying? He only keeping her around for the access, the pussy access. That's the only reason why he keeping her around. You know what I'm saying? The pussy access that he need for his disabled ass. He probably can't even do it doggy style. She gotta climb up on top of him and mount that guy. And you wonder why I say, well, that relationship is not real. You wonder why people say that? You wonder why people say that she's there for the money? Take a guess. If it was here, she would have way more options. She'd be way more picky. She don't have to go after a disabled guy and stuff like that, bro. Even though, man, they try to hide it and stuff. Well, my wife, she loves me. She loves me. No, she effing don't. She love your resources and the fact that you saved her from poverty. And he can't do with that big fat lie talking about she had her own spot, her own place. No, she was in poverty when you found her, and she was desperate to get out. And you came along with some resources, you know, to buy a house and stuff like that, to build a house, to buy a house, and all that stuff. So she went with you because she had no choice, no other options out there. She couldn't afford to be picky like American women. You know what I'm saying? That's why he went to the fucking Philippines. You think he could get a woman in the states? Hell, fucking no. These women in America are they're super picky. That's why he had to travel his old dusty ass to Asia so he could get a woman. He couldn't get one here. If he was able to get a woman here, he would have stayed here. Trust me. If he was had no problem getting women, he would stay here. I gotta go. You guys have a good day. Peace out, take care, and bless. I'm out.